So by the end of this video, you're gonna know the exact 6 steps that you can use to identify your niche or target audience to build your profitable personal brand. So watch it till the end. Identifying your target audience or your niche is key to build a successful personal brand, because without identifying a niche, you can't identify a certain pain point or certain problem that you can solve for your target audience, and then you can't create the exact content. Like, you won't know who to create content for. So when you identify your niche, you know who you're creating for, who you're recording for, who you're writing for, and then it becomes a hell lot easier. So before we could get into the steps, I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to share content weekly and I'm going to help you build your profitable personal brand and guide you throughout the journey. So subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Step number 1, identify your problem that you can solve. Like, the success of your personal brand is going to be directly proportional to the size of the problem that you solve and like the way in which you solve a problem. So first identify the problem and then bring in your solution for it, and that's the first step. Step number 2, identify who has that problem. Now this is going to be your niche, your target audience. So be very specific. Say for example, I help entrepreneurs and coaches. Like, I'm very specific and I'm going to help them in personal branding. I can help anyone. I can help celebrities to build their personal brand. I can help professionals to build their personal brand. I can help a lot of people, but I've become very specific in my niche, because when I'm specific, I can then cater to the specific problems that entrepreneurs and coaches face. So that's what I want you to do. Identify who has that problem and be very specific and very targeted. And the more specific you are, the more better it is for you. Step number 3, identify who your competition is and who are the people who are already solving that problem. Like first, be it any industry, you are going to have people who are already doing that, who are already solving that problem. So do a thorough research on all your competition and the ways that they solve their problem, what are the methods that they are using, and like, what are all their steps and systems, and then go to the next step. Step number 4, identify unique ways to solve the problem. So identify different ways in which you can be beneficial to your target audience. Like, say for example, a better quality product or better quality service. Say being more transparent or authentic, or having better customer support, or say for example, having a personal brand. That can be a very huge competitive advantage, because having a face to a brand is very powerful. So identify different ways in which you can be unique to your audience. Step number 5, identify profitability and different income streams. So when you solve a problem to your target audience, identify different ways in which you can solve the other problems to the same target audience, and different ways in which you can do that. Say for example, having like a consultation program, or having a course, or having say a different type of service, having an agency, having something like that. So identify different possible profitability and income streams. So the last step is step number 6, identify and test your niche. So find out if that niche is actually accepting your solution. Are they actually willing to pay for it, or they are there just for the free stuff? Or like, do research, identify if that niche is actually worth putting the efforts on. Alright, so you can do that by 2 ways. The first one is content, the way that they are engaging with your content and the reach that you're getting. So measure with that. If you're getting a good reach and good content, then move ahead. The second way is profitability. Do you see sales and do you see conversions happening? If yes, then move ahead. So these are the 2 ways by which you can test the niche. And if you think the niche is not great, then you can skip to the next niche. Try different niches before you find out and finalize on one niche. So these were the 6 steps by which you can find out your niche, target audience, and grow your personal brand. So comment below what your niche is. I would love to hear that. And if you want to know more about personal branding, I've written a free ebook and I've put the link in the description. So do check that out and use that to build your personal brand, to build content, to get a direction on how you can grow your personal brand. So with that being said, subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to check me out on Instagram. So here I've put the Instagram and the link. Do check that out. I put the link in my description as well. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next video.